Today we're going to do a tutorial on how to make the hospital's face masks. So what you'll need for this is you will need 1/4 of flat elastic and you will need some cotton fabric. Now you can use pillowcases or sheets at home, but you want to make sure that it's tightly woven. You don't want to use anything that's been worn, okay, because they need a lot of protection on their face, so that's our goal here. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut your fabric 6 inches by 9, okay? You're going to need 2 layers for each mask. Then you're going to need 2 pieces of elastic 7 inches long, okay? Your first step is you're going to take your elastic and you're going to come in about 3/8 of an inch from the side and put a sideways pin. Then you're going to do this side. Same thing, 3/8 of an inch. Then on this side. Once you have your elastic pinned, you're going to put this side on top. And you're going to do a couple more sideways pins so that you know where to start and stop. Now if you want, you can pin around the whole thing depending on how advanced you are. You might not need to pin, but if you don't have too much experience, I do suggest that you pin because it's going to keep everything nice and sturdy together. So now that you're going to go over to the sewing machine, and we're going to sew this around at the 3/8 line, all the way around, okay? Except for that little spot that we're going to keep open to flip it right side out. Make sure that you pivot at your corners, which is you leave your needle down, lift your press foot and turn. That's going to make a perfect corner. Make sure your edges are all even as you go. Stop at that spot, lift up everything, take it out. Then you're going to flip your face mask right side out. Sorry about that, my phone's been ringing all day. So then you're going to take your pins out that are holding the elastic. If you have access to your iron, go ahead and use it. It's going to make it a little easier. I know a lot of people probably don't want to pull out their iron, but I know I don't at home. But if you have it out, use it. It's going to make it a little easier just to get those a little flatter. And then we're going to do our tucks. Now, some call them tucks, some call them pleats. Depending on, you know, how long you've been sewing. So you're going to take your fabric right here and we're going to fold that up just a little bit. And you're going to want to do 3 tucks on each side. Now this is the part that's going to be like, you might have to do it a couple more times if your tucks come out too big. But you want to fit 3 tucks right on the side there, just like that. Then you're going to want to do it on this side, and you're going to want to make sure that they match really well with the other side. Now I suggest pinning sideways and just pinning away from the edge, so that when you sew this, you don't even have to take your pins out and it will just hold your tucks right in place. So just like that. Then we're going to go over to the machine. Now this middle tuck, I am going to adjust a little bit. I think it looks a little big. So Don't be afraid to do that. There's really, not really a measurement for this, so it's a little tricky to describe, but hopefully you guys can see by the picture that they all look pretty even. So now we're gonna sew a little bit closer to the edge, so not quite 3/8. All the way around the whole entire thing twice. So you are going to sew around the edges twice. They want it really, really secure, this part, so that's part of the regulations. Be careful when you're going over your pins, and be careful when you're going over those tucks. They are a little thick, so you can sew your fingers. So we don't want that to happen, especially now. And twice. Now you're going to want to try to stay on the line that you've already sewed. That's another important part. They really want that nice and sturdy. If you're off a little bit, don't take it out. Don't go crazy. They just really want to make sure that these will hold through as many washes and all of that, I'm assuming. Okay. And your mask is just about done. All you have to do is cut your threads. I really, it is important that we cut our threads, and I just want everyone to see it. So I'm gonna put it on. Look at that. So the way that this is gonna work is, as you can see, I'm pregnant, so I am in complete isolation. So Sunday at noon, if you guys have any of these done, what you can do is you can meet my husband outside my shop. It's 48 Franklin Street in Quincy, with your finished project with all your threads cut, and you can put them in a box, and we will be meeting up with someone that afternoon to bring them to the hospitals as soon as we can. I'm doing a short deadline for this just to get as many as we can out to the hospital, and we will be in touch about how you can make more throughout the week and how we can get more to the hospital. But for now, just try to get as many as you can done by Sunday at noon. Thanks for watching.